Good evening. In this video, I'm going to talk to you about how I scalp gold for profit. All the media, everyone's freaking out about gold finally broken out of this huge pattern that it's been in for a long time. So I'm day trading during the week. These are the type of things that I'm going to look for to see volume coming into stocks that maybe I wouldn't normally play. This time around, I knew that there's a lot of hype around gold breaking out, so I decided to find a few gold and gold related stocks that have been getting some volume pumped in to see if I could find some trades on. So, start off with this one, Rand Gold. It's a mining corporation. I really don't know much about the company, but I know that they're involved in the gold industry and they've had a significant amount of volume coming in the past few days. So, checking it out, first thing I noticed, just like gold, it's broken out. It's made new highs and it's starting to look pretty bullish to the upside. So let's go back into our intraday chart and see what we did. So first things first, I noticed again that it's been gapping up. It gave this nice flag on Wednesday and then gapped up to $15 on Thursday, and this is when I started paying attention to it. So we get this nice gap up. It finds a top up here around 1530, and I zoom in and I get real curious about it, kind of figure out where that ceiling's at. And I noticed that every time it came up to near this 1530 level, it rejected, and it came back down to around 1520, kind of formed this nice little channel here. So each time it goes up, comes right back down, it's bouncing back and forth. Cool. So we know where our resistance is, we know where a bit of support is. Well, I noticed it failed on this last one when I was paying attention to it. And I said, okay, well, maybe it doesn't want to go up this time, it's going to come a little lower. But until this channel's proven to be broken, it's probably still good to play. So what I did, I put in an order somewhere around this 1520, 1521 range, and then I said I'll buy down into the VWAP, and if it fails, worst case scenario, I'm selling somewhere around 1510, 1509 with a stop, and I'm targeting, about the same of like 7 to 10 cents profit on the bounce. So I got in an order around this bottom of the channel, and right here, I think it was 1518, right above or right on this VWAP, and just waited. Turns out, did as expected, came back up to retest the resistance, and I started selling right around here, and I was probably out right around 1527. Somewhere around 11:30, 12, I'm usually at lunch, so I missed this play, but most likely it was good. Usually, if I see a pattern like this, I would probably call this more of a failed breakout or maybe even a double top. And I may or may not have played this one. It was probably still safe. You could have got in off the VWAP again and maybe put your stop somewhere in this area. But the next time I was interested in it was long after it broke out and it started coming back down. I probably had an alert in around maybe 1540, and I was watching to find another place to get in. For my strategy, I'm usually trying to buy stuff cheap and sell it on the first push up. That's just me. It helps me limit my risk, and it allows me to get in a pretty good amount of size and not be too worried about more downside because of how extended the selling has been. So I started calling it out for a layer in about, I don't know, I think I said 1531 to 1520 range, and expect about a 10-cent bounce. So I started buying, I want to say 1531, and then I got some more down here around the VWAP, and just waited. Again, the VWAP held, the support held, and next thing you know, we're up about another 7 to 10 cents. I was selling into this push here, and I was waiting for maybe another, I think I got out about 50, 60, 70% up here, and then I had a little bit left just in case we pushed back up to 42, 43. Didn't happen, so ended up selling it all probably around 1536, 1537. That said, this is just one easy strategy to find, a quick nickel, a quick dime on some of these smaller price stocks. So in review, it's important to know where your horizontal supports and horizontal resistances are. It's important to know where your VWAP is and your basic indicators so that you have an idea of where the key levels are on a stock and where you think something can turn around or where it's going to find a place for you to get an entry. On this last trade, it's very important that when you're playing some sort of pullback that there's momentum. And for me, I wouldn't have taken this trade if, say, it bounced back up here on 40 and then came down and bounced back up here at 1535, and just kind of creep down. I need to see this pretty much be all red here for me to want to dip by this and give it a chance to hold at this resistance turn support here.